Hello people, welcome back to the Blue Tinted Glasses YouTube channel for today's video, a match preview looking ahead to Fulham versus Leicester City. Tomorrow is Saturday, 24th of August, and at Craven Cottage in London, kickoff between Fulham and Leicester City. Both teams are eager to secure their first win of the Premier League season. Fulham started their campaign, of course, with a narrow 1-0 loss to Manchester United. Despite the defeat, they showed resilience and defensive solidity. On the other hand, of course, Leicester City managed to hold a draw to Tottenham Hotspur after an equaliser from that man, Mr. Leicester City, Jamie Vardy. Fulham had a 44% possession statistic there for the Man United game, and naturally, I think we will see that increase at home to Leicester City tomorrow. I don't think it'll be quite as bad as the first half that Leicester City suffered under the hands of Tottenham Hotspur, being constantly peppered by shots, by chances, pinned back in our own half, and Leicester really not being able to do much with it. I think we're much more likely to see a performance like the second half from Leicester City, where, yes, of course, we let them have the ball, but we had much more intent when winning the ball back going forwards. I think the addition of Oliver Skipp into the starting 11 will be a positive thing if it does happen. I think he's much better and calmer and comfortable on the actual ball than Wilfred Ndidi, who did struggle in the first half to actually do anything with the ball when he won it back. Just touching on Oliver Skipp, I've been very vocal in my opinion on the signing. I really do rate it. I think he improves the starting 11, which is what we've been asking for. And I think he offers a middle ground between the Winks type of player who's good on the ball, good ability, and the Wilfred Ndidi type of player who's much more of a ball-winning midfielder and struggles when he actually has the ball. Of course, this isn't a walk in the park. This is going to be a tough game for Leicester. Fulham are a good side. They've made some good business. I'm not sure how many of their new signings will start, but they've brought in the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe, Sander Berge more recently. They've added some good players to their squad. Leicester City, of course, have added in Oliver Skipp. Jordan Ayew looks like he's on the way in the door, but it's probably unlikely he will play on Saturday. And even if he was registered in time, I don't think he would start the game, as I see him very much more of a squad player this season and a player that will start games when we do have injuries. We all know Jamie Vardy isn't capable because of his age of playing 90 minutes every week, but I do see him starting this game. Didn't look like he picked up any injuries or knocks in that game. He was absolutely knackered, but he's probably only trained once or twice this week. One to watch for me, keep an eye on Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz. I hate to say it, he is in my fantasy team, but that was from last week and I just haven't taken him out. Great player on the ball. He's always a threat in front of goal. I think he could cause some damage, cause some problems for the likes of Yannick Vestergaard and Wout Faes. As for predictions, of course, match analysts and pundits are favouring Fulham to edge this one out, given their home advantage, of course, and Leicester's recent negativity, I suppose, the doom and gloom surrounding the football club with regards to potential relegation, point seductions and lack of signings. Of course, we had a positive result on Monday, but I do agree with the pundits that this one might be a little bit too tough for Leicester City away from home. It's important to remember that the last time Leicester City played Fulham was back in May 2023, shortly before relegation. Leicester City went 4-0 down on that occasion at Craven Cottage, the final scoreline being 5-3 to Fulham. A very tough day for Leicester City and Dean Smith. And they actually did the double overs that season. They also secured a 1-0 win at away at the King Power Stadium. And to make things even worse, the last time Steve Cooper came up against Fulham was a 5-0 defeat away at Craven Cottage back in December 2023. Now, if you take all of them things into account, along with Nottingham Forest shocking away form while Steve Cooper was in charge, obviously the 5-0 defeat there, the 5-3 defeat to Leicester City at the hands of Fulham, of course the 1-0 as well. Things don't look good, but obviously there is added context that is needed. The second half against Tottenham Hotspur for Leicester was a big needed sign of encouragement from the players and Cooper. They lifted the spirits among the fan base a little bit, at least. And Leicester City are 100% undoubtedly more confident than they were this time last week. And if we play like we did in the second half and we are solid at the back, like we were at large parts of the Spurs game, there is no doubt that we have just enough quality to hopefully get a result from this. I'm not predicting a win for this one. I'm going for a draw. My head is leaning more towards a loss. I'm going to be honest, just with it being away at Craven Cottage. But my heart, I'm going with the heart. 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 No, shall I? No, I'm going to go with the heart. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. A Desmond 2-2 away at Craven Cottage this weekend for Leicester City. Hopefully we see promising signs from the new signings if they do come in. Obviously, Skip, I'm sure, will feature, if not start. So hopefully we can see a bit of him in action. And overall, really, I just want to see more of the same from some of the great performances we saw against Tottenham. The likes of Facundo Buonanotte, Victor Christiansen. You know, these are players that are actually new to the squad. I know Christiansen's a signing that was here in the relegation season, but he was on loan at Bologna last season, so we didn't see any of him. Once more, I think this game is more about the performance than the result. It's seeing the positives, seeing the signs of encouragement, and giving us a bit of faith that we could stay up in the Premier League this year. And then with the additions to the squad, Steve Cooper still thinks he's going to get a couple more attackers in the door. And if that happens, we could do something this season. So 2-2 draw for me, Fulham versus Leicester tomorrow afternoon. Let me know in the comments below what you think the score will be, how you think it will go. Are you confident? Could we win? Let me know below. And also make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. Cheers all. I'll see you after the game on Saturday. Come on, you Foxes.